Ingleside, Texas. Its population is about the same as an aircraft carrier's. In the early 70s, the town's economy was booming because of high levels of oil production. But when cheap foreign oil flooded the American market in 1981, local oil companies couldn't compete. Ingleside's oil production came to a standstill.
We had new housing development that looked like ghost towns. It was dead. The economy was dying. Ingleside was in a bind.
Even the barber felt the cutting business. Arthur Perez has been cutting hair in Ingleside for over 16 years. But for the last 7, his barber chair, for the most part, has been empty.
I've had 3 haircuts all day, when they used to have 20, 25. So what else can I tell you? I mean, that's bad.
However, things are looking up for local businesses. 9 ships are planned to be home ported in Ingleside when construction is completed in late 1990. With the influx of over 6,000 sailors, Marines, and their dependents arriving, doubling the population of Ingleside, that's a lot of hair for Mr. Perez to cut.
I'm glad that home port's coming in.
Other businesses are showing how glad they are too. Even new businesses are being planned, and people from the community are looking forward to the Navy's arrival.
I mean, this whole area loves the Navy, and it's very genuine. This isn't put on for public relations. The people are genuinely very happy to have them come.
Meanwhile, the area will have to cope with the slow economy until the ships steam over the horizon to tie up in Ingleside. Petty Officer Pete Atsakos, Ingleside, Texas.
The second night was when I launched. It was actually the night of the 17th. Got over Saudi Arabia, and right away we were supposed to hit the KC-135 tankers. Pushed into the target up into Iraq. I could see it really well lit up, which really surprised me. I thought it was going to be completely black. We were on our timeline, right where we needed to be. I looked over to right 2 o'clock and I saw a surface-to-air missile coming at us. It was over in about a second. Caught the back of the plane on fire. I could hear the engine grinding down to a halt. We ejected. We were completely blacked out in the ejection, so we pretty much just relying on the seat to do everything automatically.
Lieutenant Wetzel told his story to employees of the Naval Ordnance Station in Indian Head, Maryland. These are the people who put together the ejection seat that saved his life. It's not often they get to see and talk to someone who used their system.
It was satisfying. You get a chance to see it and see somebody that's gone through it, and you can walk away and say, well, maybe I had a little bit to do with him making it out okay.
They also had a chance to show Lieutenant Wetzel how they make the components of an ejection seat. This is an M91 cartridge. This little explosive starts the ejection process. And if this didn't work, ejection seats would not go off and pilots' lives would not be saved. To process these and many other items, materials used are highly controlled and tested to ensure they work properly. Lieutenant Wetzel left the Naval Ordnance Station with a better understanding of the work that goes into the making of an ejection seat. He expressed his appreciation to the hard-working employees of the Naval Ordnance Station.
I think maybe coming here today, I can tell them, that their job is very, very meaningful, and like I said, every aviator out there relies on these seats to work. So I'm just trying to give them some feedback that to keep up the good work that they've been doing in the past.
Petty Officer Pete Atsakos, Indian Head, Maryland. These agents are in training. A Marine Corps officer is posing as a ranking State Department official, while alert NIS agents ensure he gets from point A to point B without incident. Former President Reagan had the same protection when he was attacked by John Hinckley Jr. The president was shot, but Secret Service agents reacted quickly and subdued the gunman. They reacted to the sound of shots, even taking some bullets meant for the president. This is the same thing taught to NIS agents in SPATS, Special Protective Anti-Terrorism Seminar. The course concentrates on weapons training. and evasive driving techniques. It prepares them for NIS's protective service detail.
Come on, use your cover, combat low.
The last part of the course is the stress shoot, where the instructor puts the pressure on the agents who are graded on time and accuracy.
Take them down, take them down. There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get it down on the ground. Put that thing together.
But it's not just hitting targets. Agents also assemble an Uzi submachine gun with only seconds to spare.
Go, go. Let's go, come on, get up.
And the adrenaline is flowing.
It put a lot of pressure on me to perform well and to react quickly. What weapons to utilize, what happens when I run out of ammo, what do I do in that sort of a situation? And God knows to hit the target.
Good, good. All right, downrange between the barrels. Let's go, come on.
If you can't pass it here, you certainly can't pass it out on the street.
There you go.
And this is what this whole environment's for, to create stress for them and see how they react to it.
Charge it, charge it.
Protective service detail is a collateral duty for NIS agents, so after this 3-week seminar, they go back to their regular jobs until their newly acquired skills are required. Petty Officer Pete Tsakos, Quantico, Virginia.
Everything that happens to that truck, I have to do. It's kind of like a car, you know. It's my personal car. If I take care of it, it's going to take care of me. I like to give it about a half-hour warm-up time, you know, because it's got like 44 quarts of oil and things like that, and the gears, the oil, the transmission fluid, especially in the wintertime, it gets real thick, so it needs a proper warm-up, otherwise it won't run. And you take a chance of blowing oil filters or even some engine damage.
Music keeps me sane out here. This job's real lonely, and sometimes it can be very boring just driving down the highway. But as long as I got my stereo, you know, I keep right on going.
It was a beautiful day, sun beat down, I had the radio on, I was driving.
I don't consider myself a real trucker. You know, I'm just out here kind of playing, you know. Them guys are out here, they're making a living. When their truck's rolling, they're making money. When that truck stops, they're not making money. I'm getting paid, you know, every 2 weeks. Whether my truck's broke or not, I'm getting paid, they're not. So I just feel like I'm playing. You know, I'm kind of a visitor on their turf. Decisions come up, you can't call your boss all the time. So you have to make a decision, you have to stick with it. And hopefully you make the right decision, because you're responsible for everything you do. But I like the freedom of being my own boss. It's a good job, but it's a boring job in a way, because you're constantly working, you're constantly out here. You're always keeping your truck clean inside and out. And it's very lonely because it's just you.